God complained that heaven was full of nothing but old people and devout believers. He wanted to bring in some new followers, so they decided to check in on Ned. Ned was telling the kids that everyone could get into heaven, which made them start imagining all sorts of bizarre ways to die and go there. Bart's ideas were by far the craziest. Even God couldn't help but comment on how ridiculous they were. But Nelson started doubting what Ned said. So Ned decided to tell his own story. He was born into a family that had no faith at all. Everyone in the house was strange, and that led him down a bad path too. He went from one shady job to another, even though he hated every single one of them. Eventually, he ended up as a salesman. He'd hang out with other salesmen after work until one day they found out what he was selling. Trampolines no one wanted to buy. They all laughed at him, saying he'd never sell a single one. But then the moon landing happened, and suddenly everyone was obsessed with jumping. His trampolines became a huge hit, and he made a fortune. Ned even became the top salesman and bragged about it in front of the others. The other salesmen were jealous, but Ned didn't care. Until one of them told him the truth. If someone jumped on his trampolines 500 times in a row, they'd get electrocuted. Meanwhile, Homer was already trying to hit 500 jumps. Grandpa was amazed. Homer could even count that high. Ned jumped into his car and sped off to stop him. But when the light turned red, his brakes failed, and he crashed back at the yard. Homer was about to hit his 500th jump. Just as lightning was about to strike, Ned showed up in time to push him out of the way, saving Homer's life but dying himself. In heaven, God personally welcomed Ned, and moved by his faith, he sent him back to life. Everyone was shocked that Ned survived without any help, and many of them decided to start believing in God because of it. Ned was left with a scar, but he saw it as a badge of honor. God agreed. Ned had earned his place in heaven.